YouTube, happy Friday. No one is in here yet, but I am. But it's probably going to be quick because as soon as this light turns green, it'll be like a puff of smoke and this live video will be over. All right, we got somebody in. There's a thumbs up. All right, we got people rolling in. What's up, everybody? You didn't know I'd be going live on a Friday afternoon, did you? But I am. And I was actually just watching Chucker Brown going live. I was going to watch his, and I don't know. I watched about 2 minutes of it, and I don't know. He seemed like he wasn't having a good day. He was in a hotel room singing the blues. So I said, fuck this. I'm going to take some excitement onto YouTube since today is not his day to do it. So here I am. But I am in Austell, Georgia. Not one of my favorite places to go, but I think I finally figured this place out. What's up, y'all? I'll read your comments in a minute. That is, if I don't get the green light. But Austell, Georgia, it's what is this daggum place called? Can you Star or can I get a different load other than this one? Caru Star, Caru Star. I don't know how you say it, but I'm backed up to the dock. I had to wait a long time because I don't know if you guys can see over there, but there's a train track, and to get over to this side of the facility, I had to wait on the train to go by. This is the same place I flew my drone back when Big John was on the truck, and there was a like sewage shit pond, kind of thing. Then all the cardboard blowing around everywhere. It's that place, but I've been here several times, and sometimes I come here. I figured it out now, though. This is meal two. Okay. If you get meal two in your work order, you got to go all the way through the facility and all where the cardboard's at. And oh, man, it is a motherfucker getting out of here. There's a like rail right over here. I got to go out wide and hug this rail to keep from hitting it. I need to close my doors or I yank a door off. Now, the other one that you'll get is called Sweetwater. Sweetwater is kind of a piece of cake. It's not too bad. You got to wait in a little bit of line. You get back to the dock, they put these big old paper rolls on, and then you roll. But I have 3 hours and 44 minutes of clock. I'm T-calling this at Greer, and well, let's see. I've already got Greer plugged in the GPS. Holy snikes. They need to hurry up. Greer is 3 hours and 77 minutes away. According to my GPS, it is 2:47 in the afternoon. I'm in Atlanta. Oh man, that's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close. I've already been here 2 hours. Maybe I can make it back to Greer. And if I do make it back to Greer, I'm going to go hang with my girl tonight. But if I don't make it back to Greer, I don't know when I'll see her ass because she's working all weekend. And I asked to go to Texas. 3 hours and 77 minutes. Is that what I said? No, 3 hours and 6 minutes is how long it takes to get to Greer. 3 hours and 43 minutes is what's showing on my clock. That's my drive. And that is my 14-hour clock. And as you drivers know, there ain't no stopping the 14-hour clock. It's just tick, tick, tick. Like a minute from now, I'm going to have a minute less. It's still red, but I feel them bumping around. But I'm not going to Texas. But guess where I am going, people? Like, if y'all started guessing, there would probably be at least 20 wrong answers. Yeah, there would. This is kind of a strange one. I'll give you a hint. I'll be going through Chicago. That's right. I'm going to Wisconsin, people. Woo-hoo. Not all the way to Green Bay. I will be going through Milwaukee. So I hadn't started making a new video yet, but I figure I could have did it in like this shithole of a place that I'm at. But I figure I'm gonna wait till tomorrow till I venture out on my trip to Wisconsin. I'm headed to some racetrack. I'm taking racing tires. They say the I'm just dropping the trailer, just dropping it at the racetrack. We haven't done this load since August of last year. I don't know if there's some race going on or exactly what the deal is. I'll find out between now and me dropping that trailer, I guess. Um, but it would be cool to make it back to Greer today. I didn't really expect to, but maybe I will. But I need to get rolling ASAP because 285's out there and they're getting ready to start damn repaving the thing today. Hell, I might not even make it off 285 if they're repaving it. But that's kind of what's going on with me. Oh, it's an IndyCar race. Okay, thanks, Food Mooch. And keep on trucking. Man, where'd you get that name from? That's my thing. But that's okay. I guess, I can't have them all. I chose Trucker Jim as mine. Um, but that's me. I will be running on recaps as the week goes on. I've got about 30 hours left on my 70 right now. What's up, Carlos? He hate me, but Carlos don't hate me, y'all. He loves me. Gives me mad props, and I appreciate it, brother. Um, come through Baltimore, man, that is a long way to get to Wisconsin, I think. But I don't know. I have not mapped it out yet. But after that, I bobtail to Louisville to get it empty. It's like a 450-mile bobtail. But shit, I'll bobtail 3,000 miles if they want to pay me my regular rate. It don't matter to me. It's still the road, whether I'm taking freight or not. Uh, but if everything goes well, I might be able to make it back, maybe Thursday and start my vacation early. Because Friday is scheduled, not today, but next Friday is scheduled to be my last day for a week. I'm going to take a week off to go pick my kids up and I don't know, hang out with them and have some fun. Even though I will be all by myself in a truck somewhere between here and Wisconsin on Father's Day. But that's okay. I've never been, you know, uh, as into holidays. Like, I don't know. I think women, holidays are more for women and kids. Us men, we're like, man, that's messing up, my thing, and presents and all that kind of stuff. But I guess Father's Day we might get a present or two, huh? But that's okay. I guess I'll be making a few bucks, so can have a little extra fun with the kids. But let me catch up on these comments. I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay. Who wants to be in Georgia? I'm ready to get out of Georgia. Hey, Stephen. Um, Josh is in Columbia, Ohio. He's wanting to get back to Georgia for some home time. I'm not sure who James Bradley's talking about, but they suck. Are you talking about this place here? I hadn't really had any kind of conversations with any human being since I've been here. I had to wait on a slow ass Snyder truck to get out of my way and slide his tandems and close his doors and make it around that crazy turn that will be my turn here in a bit. When is that camera inversion problem going to be fixed? It's kind of annoying. What are you talking about? Camera inversion. Like, well, I'm in landscape mode, right? A mother what? Did I say mother humper? That's what I meant to say. If I slipped and said motherfucker, I do apologize. Let's see. Life of a truck driver. Did it for 20 years. I hear you, Maverick. I don't know. There's a chance. But if I make it on into South Carolina, maybe I'll Misty. I'll come down to where I'm at for a little end of the day rendezvous. Um, am I gonna run my face off? No. I'm gonna keep my face intact, but I'm gonna run as hard as I can. West. Okay. Alias. Is that how that's pronounced? They told me I'm going to Plymouth, but I have not seen any work order. But oftentimes they'll tell you, all right, here's the address, and it'll have this town, and I like can't find it in my GPS, and well, lo and behold, it's another town. Like yesterday, they said you're going to Beach Island. Man, I couldn't find Beach Island nowhere. It's like it didn't exist, and it ended up being Jackson, South Carolina. Trucker Jim, us watching you on the left side of the screen looks like you're driving in England. I know what I'm not on the left side. I'm right here, but everything like looks backwards when we're doing. Oh, that's that inversion stuff you talk about. Yeah, like look at like that looks like G and P to me, but it probably looks like something really weird to you guys. Still got the red light. This guy coming to talk to me? No, he's not. Um, I think it's just one of those things. I don't think I can fix it. I've noticed it in like other people's like T-shirt logos and things will be backwards. But nah, I'm not in the passenger seat, people. I'm over here in the driver's seat because I am a driver. I spent enough time in the passenger seat the last couple of days, and I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. All right, we are. I'm caught up to the comments. All right, so there are only 12 thumbs up. There's 38 of you on here. It'd be pretty cool if you'd give a little pow 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 pow, a little tap on that thumbs up button, cause it does something. I don't know what, but it does something. But if I'm boring you, then hit the thumbs down. I always get a few of those. And Misty Bell has joined us. Hey, Misty baby. Hey, I was just telling the people on the video here, I have probably about equal, maybe slightly better than a snowball's chance in hell of making it to Greer tonight. I'm 181 miles from the Greer terminal. Rand McNally calculates it as taking 3 hours and 6 minutes, and they're loading me right now. You feel me bumping around? I have 3 hours and 35 minutes left on my 14-hour clock, and I know this load is gonna be heavier than shit. Probably like 43,000 pounds, and I'm going through Georgia. Which anybody know what the axle weight can be in Georgia? Everybody gets this one right. You know, the 12, 34, 34, that's the weight. Well, you are correct for Georgia. Dadgummit. And I will be passing one. Ha ha ha. Scale House in Georgia. And then maybe one in South. Well, I will be passing. I don't know if it'll be open. But I will be doing a check of. All right, John Plank. Everybody throw a thumbs up for John Plank doing the super chat and throwing $1.99 to the cause. I appreciate it, John Plank. Still red. Thanks for the thumbs up there, Misty. Um, I don't have an agenda. I just got inspired by the Trucker Brown. I don't know if you hell if y'all are watching me, probably about all of you know who the heck Trucker Brown is because he has about I don't know 9 times the subscribers that I have. You watching the World Cup yet? No, I'm not. Is it on ABC? If it is, I won't be watching it. Carlos. No, but like back during the when the Olympics was going on and there was some soccer matches in Birmingham, Alabama. This was like in the 90s or something. I was working with this sales company called Direct Action, and I was in the book division, and we had this one book. We called it the Olympic book. It was all about the that current Olympics and everything that was going on. And it had a little section where you could write who got gold, silver, bronze, all that. It covered all the events. It was more like a program magazine sort of thing, and it was one of the biggest flops we ever had as a product. Nobody bought that damn thing. Well, one Saturday, we were going out, working on Saturday like we did, and usually you just go to some town or some section of town, go by the barber shops, all that kind of stuff. And me and John Bozard was working together that day, I think. I said, "Fuck it, dude. Let's go to Legion Park where the soccer games is going on." And he didn't think that was a good idea, but we did. And one of the products we had was those Olympic books. We sold every one of them that we had. We went back and got more. And we did this for like 3 straight days. We took like every one of the Olympic books we had in the entire warehouse. I even bought like a ticket to the soccer match. Went in there with my box of like, get your Olympic book, get your official Olympic book. Was walking down, passing it down. They were passing $10 bills back. But we had just got a price reduction on them because they sucked so bad. Nobody bought them prior to that, and I think my cost ended up going down to like $2 or maybe $1.50 or something like that. It used to be about 3 times that higher because I think it was originally supposed to be like a $7.50 item that we sold. But boy, that was fun. I had like a stack of cash well, it lasted me a few weeks or anyway. But I kind of liked soccer back then. But I mean, I'm an American through and through. And what kind of football do Americans love? Real football, not that soccer mess. I mean, if you're from South America or over in Europe or something, or I mean maybe, but I like real football, pigskin. Let's see. There's red with a question mark. What's up, Jim? Okay. Trucker Brown was absolutely boring today. Now, I'm not calling Trucker Brown a boring man or boring individual. Um, I don't know. I guess he's just kind of. Oh, it's on Fox. Okay, I probably still won't watch it. I didn't listen in to find out the whole story of what's going on. Blair Pilgrim, hey, hey, hey to you too. Blair, to tell you, I'm going to Wisconsin. I mean, hell, that might change though. You know how it is in trucking. You get excited about going somewhere and they throw you a freaking monkey wrench and send you a freaking IKEA or something in Atlanta. Hopefully not. Light still red. You are loyal, Carlos. I give you that. I hadn't heard you on Zello lately though. What's good? I don't know. It'd be good if this light behind me. Like you non-trucking people, y'all don't even know what the heck I'm talking about when I say lights. Here, let me show you. We'll give you a little tour of these facilities. This is this wall I had to back up beside, and then there's, I got that little bit of room right there, which is enough room. I've definitely had tougher backing situations, but squeeze my fat ass through here. Is the when it's still away off whatever that thing is, and well, I don't want to do either of those, so I have to wait till that turns green. I think at this spot they come out and give me my bills. I probably got to sign something, pull forward, and in some type of order, it's up to me, but I need to put my tandems back at a normal type position and close my doors. And and you ain't lowering no landing gear right here, but there's no need to do that. But now I'm 70 foot long with truck and trailer, right? But I've got to go this way and squeeze through here. It's rather tight. And this whole cement barricade right there, you have just enough room to get your tractor straight and make it through that. That might be 10 foot wide. Let's measure it out while we've got the time. I mean, up against touching it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's about 10 foot through there. So there's a little bit of wiggle room to make it through. But I'm on Joe Jerkins Boulevard, his address here. I know that's funny, right? All right, I'm going to get back in the truck and I will see what kind of right on the other side of that old ass no parking and I don't know, that white thing with the steps is what has been coined the sewage, but I don't think it's actually sewage, but I could be wrong. I did not give it a taste test. Whew, it's hot out there. Okay. Shelby, Ohio getting loaded. What's up, Buttermilk? How are you, buddy? Patriots Super Bowl bound again. Maybe. You okay? You're in Austell too, Carlos? I do not like it here. Yeah, I'm at the plant. Caristar or something like that. That particular customer you are at has other facilities around the country. I've been to several of them and they all suck. I think I've been to more than this one too, and I do not disagree. So William Chestner says he was in South Carolina in 2010 for the Gamecocks and Bulldogs game. It was totally insane. But he's still here. All right, there's a few of you. Sorry guys. It's so hot that my iPhone overheated. Let's see what the temperature is. And I'm in the shade right here. The truck is anyway. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. That can't be right. It says it's 109 degrees in Georgia. 109. So what is the overheating point of the iPhone? It's somewhere around 109 degrees. You just now getting on? You're gonna have to go back and watch the replay. I cannot recap you on everything that has been discussed. And the light's still red. New to the channel, Jim, you've got some great videos. Been trucking for 18 years. Well, all right, man. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm glad you found me. Yeah, 109 is pretty common in Phoenix, Arizona. Not so much common here, but that's what it says. Let's see. As for Jeff, I can look on my watch because I'm all cool like that. It's going to take it a minute to update though, because I know it is not 71 degrees. I wish it was 71 degrees. Well, it'll update sooner or later. I will check it again. Light is still red. I was planning on cooking some salmon and some zucchini while I was waiting here because I knew it would take a little while, but I went to the wrong spot first. I didn't got this shit figured out now. I won't make that same mistake again. Um, all I have to do is make the same mistake 2, maybe 3 times, and then I become an expert on it after that. And I make no more errors going forward. In this place, I think went to the wrong one 3 times, but I've got it now. This is meal 2 where I'm at now. The other one is Sweetwater. I got it down. Let's see. Michael was just watching, lost a trainee. My first live stream. Have been watching about a year. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all you guys watching. I really, really do. But you know what would be awesome? Tell you what, why don't 2 or 3 of you answer the question of what you think I'm going to say about what would be awesome? For everybody that says they've been watching, they've been enjoying cool content. Man, it's fucking hot in this truck. My air conditioning cut off when I cranked the truck up. All right. First live for me too. When you gonna break out the BMX bike again? I don't know, man. It's been sitting in like my mom's garage for a few months now. I hadn't even been on it. Last time I went there, I made sure there was good air pressure in the tires. I greased the chain and like readjusted the brakes and everything, and then I hadn't done anything. Sean McGovern with the big super chat, $1.99. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you very much. And that will go to the calls. Hey, but let me run this idea by you guys. I'm considering. I've almost decided. I think it'll be a great idea of starting a GoFundMe account. I mean, everybody else is getting one, right? With the goal. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I think it's necessary. A goal of $250,000, $250,000. And here's what I want to do with $250,000. First, and this is preparing something for the world that's going to be on Netflix. Okay, to I need to take time off. I cannot do this and work in this truck 14 hours a day, do two, regular videos and a live video in a week, and I I, I need to take a little time off because I want to go through and edit my entire first season, but there would also be commentary to set up a Netflix series, two different seasons of them. The season one of the trucking journey, and then again the season two of the trucking journey. And there'll be part of it like a studio where I'm telling stories and flashback to stuff. I'll have to get it from YouTube because season one I don't even have backed up. I was just using a phone. But with the support and the fully completed versions of season one and season two of a series called Trucking Journey, right? Or maybe Trucker Jim's Trucking Journey, but mainly a Trucking Journey. And then in the meantime, especially like I'm really leaning heavily towards, well, my first choice is to buy this truck I'm in right now, stay with GNP. That's my first choice. It might not happen though, guys. I'm flexible. I'm in it to win it. And if plan A don't work, well, what do? You move to plan B. And then if plan B don't work, then you need to have a plan C. But the thing of it is, if you're going to be in it, do everything you can to win it. But with the support of that, I think we can get the funding to make this movie idea that was, I mean, it's about trucking, but it's going to, definitely be some comedy in it because, well, trucking's a comedy in itself. But for this movie idea called Super Truckers. And I've got to be able to sit down and write the script to that. But it starts with a GoFundMe account raising $250,000 to have season one, season two of the trucking journey, and then actually be able to write a script and everything and get some things in place to film a movie called Super Truckers. But what was I? Oh, I'll let y'all stew on that for a minute. But I only noticed one answer. Boogers, I hate my phone. Well, that's what you get for having a daggum Android, Sugar Shine. Do like all the smart people and get an iPhone. You'll love it. You'll never have one of them other things again. But you might need to do a little research on like iPhone tips or something like that and learn how to operate it because it's a little different than your Droid. Industry needs a lot of drivers, call it education, and you can get tons of grants. I say go for it. I know. I hate Michael's iPhone. No, iPhones are what's great. You just got your mind's tuned into Android right now, and that's a problem. What would be awesome would be some Lunchbox jambalaya right now. It's not Lunchbox, it's drop and hook jambalaya. It is prepared in the Lunchbox cooker though. I used to drive and work for DoD. Now I look forward to your videos every day. Well, I appreciate it, man. Um, but I only got one answer. That was from Sugar Shine about having my own truck would be awesome, and that will be awesome. But no, where I was going with that, like if you, I mean, I have a lot of people say I help them out as far as providing a little entertainment or inspiration, or kind of revisit their memories of when they were truck drivers out on the road. Well, look at it like this. I could use you guys' help. I don't know how y'all found me, if somebody told you about it or you just stumbled across one particular video. But I ain't saying you got to go like door to door passing out flyers or leaving flyers on people's cars telling about Trucker Jim and the trucking journey. I'm not saying you can't do that either, but tell a friend or two, spread the word. They say word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising. That's what they used to say. But people don't talk to each other like they used to. But you can like copy a link to one of my videos and like blast it out to other people. And like Sugar Shine, just one of the really cool things about having an iPhone, like Misty has an iPhone. My mama has an iPhone. My son has an iPhone, and several of my friends have an iPhone. And when I like copy a link from one of my videos or any YouTube video for that matter, and I text it to them, when it goes iPhone to iPhone, it pops up the thumbnail and the title and everything in the text box. It's beautiful. But you know what happens when I send it to a Android person? There. I'm live. Okay. But when I send it to an Android person, all it is a little gray box that says YouTube. Your phone does what? Like when I send to Android people, it's like a little gray box. When I send to other iPhone people, it's a beautiful thumbnail. So what y'all telling me when you Android people send things to each other, it's the same way, and then when you send to iPhone people, it's a gray box. Is that the way it is? So not being able to FaceTime and having to use some third party app like Skype or something is not the only like compatibility issue between the two operating system. Oh, so you got to use the Verizon app. Okay, to text somebody something. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't. I use AT&T. I hadn't really. I just. I mean, since I got an unlimited data plan, I don't really even hardly open the AT&T app, and they just take my money at the middle of the month too. So I used to use it to pay my bill. You could do that series on YouTube and have commercials in it like regular TV. Well, I put commercials in my regular stuff, but I'm thinking a minimum. I think I could have a minimum of 10 hours of content, which would be like a 10 episode series. I could put together the highlights and things of season one, maybe even more. But at least that, and then well, season two is probably when most of you guys came around. I know there's some of you that's seen all the U.S. Express content. I got a message from somebody a while ago that's out on workers' comp that said he just finished seeing, well, supposedly, according to him, he's seen 100% of the videos that I've uploaded, and there's over 300 of them. And I tell you, I don't even want to watch the early ones because there is a dramatic difference in quality. Like every type of quality, has improved. The filming quality, me holding a camera, telling a story, knowing what the hell I'm talking about, editing, all that stuff has improved tremendously from you know, the early videos. Look at Cricket Wireless, owned by AT&T but cheaper. Yeah. Uh, bring back the beard. Man, I've been kind of digging being clean shaved. Let's give a like All right, let's show a little round of thumbs right here. If you like clean shave, Trucker Jim, thumbs up. If you'd rather me bring back the beard, throw a thumbs down. Clean shave, beard. Clean shave, beard. Clean shave, beard. I'm not seeing any come up. Clean shave. All right, there's Maverick, beard. You like the Amish thing? See, the reason I do the Amish thing is I don't like having a mustache. I don't know. I just don't. My dad had a hell of a mustache, like my whole life. I guess that's his thing. Y'all feel the truck shaking? Clean shaved beard. Clean shaved beard. So it seems like the people that's on right now, Ridge Runner, he don't know. He threw in a question mark with a box with a question mark. All the same things with crickets you have now with AT&T. I went from 118 to I guess number less than 118. Well, how's like the data speed? The reason I don't go with those like ghetto type phone carriers or whatever is because I need high definition, high speed. I ain't just freaking texting somebody, man, and watching somebody else's YouTube. I'm uploading YouTube, high definition, 1080p stuff, going down the road, and I don't want it to take all freaking day to do it. Are you sure Jim Bridge is the same data speed? Have you tested that? Well, Verizon AT&Ts, they like same kind of level, same kind of price, and you know why I'm not with Verizon? I got banned from my local Verizon store back in 2008. Y'all, I was so broke at the beginning of 2008. if somebody would have robbed me, they would have only been practicing because they wouldn't have got any money from Jim because I was broke. I was not working, but I was getting ready to be the insurance man. I was, studying for my life insurance exam to go, get my life insurance license. I was living in this thing me and my ex used to call the locker room because the walls, they were brick. I mean, like cement blocks. It was painted white. Well, we ended up painting them red or something in there. It was brick outside, but it was like cement brick on the inside of the walls. The floor was hard too. If you dropped a dish, you could kiss it goodbye because it was getting broke. Floor and everything was just hard in there. But we didn't have no internet, right? But I was with Verizon and they had some kind of thing you could add one of those little hotspot things you could plug into a computer or something like that to get internet that worked off cell service. So I was doing that so I could take my practice exams and it was free. But then, you had to pay a whole bunch of money for it later. And well, I tried to take it back, but I was a little late taking it back by, I don't know, 2 or 3 days or whatever, and they wouldn't do it. And I ended up kind of showing my ass in there. And I don't know, I think I broke a couple of their phones. I was really angry. I'm much more cooler, calmer dude than I was back then. And well, later on that day, I became an AT&T customer, and I've been one ever since. But I was with Verizon for a long time prior to that, a few years anyway, back in the flip phone days. But that's all I ever had with Verizon was flip phones. But I went on down to AT&T, and that I got smarter that day. I did. I got a BlackBerry, and I had one BlackBerry, and ever since then, well, I've been using what I'm using right now talking to you guys, but it goes in this case right here. I've been an iPhone user since 2010, 8 years now. Really, like 8.5 years. I've been using iPhones, and with Sprint. Well, shit on a duck. My time on my clock now says 3 hours and 8 minutes, and it's going to take 3 hours and 7 minutes. So my window has closed. I'm not going to make it. There it is. I don't know exactly when this occurred, but like when I'm editing video, I edit on a Mac, and when I use music and everything, and in some of my videos for you guys to watch the older ones, the levels would be all out of whack. Music would be louder than shit, and then me talking, and you could like barely hear me and everything. And well, I'm aware of those things too. So now, like when I'm everything really really good, but y'all see that like little lip, that little curve in there? I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but now only like one, I only could hear in like one of them. There wouldn't be sound in the other unless I wiggle it just a little bit, and it would work. So something's messed up in here, and I've been playing around with pliers and everything, but I only paid $35 for these, so I don't know if I'm gonna do my old truck stop trick and go back and buy another one, hang on to the receipt in the box, and I don't know, take it back in a few days. Or I looked at some on. I've got the green light, people. I have got the green light. Woohoo! I still ain't gonna, but I have the green light. But people, see, y'all see the green light? All right, well I'm out of here. Next time you guys see me, maybe, just maybe, I'll be in Wisconsin. Have a good one, people. But be safe out there and keep on trucking.